Now the third question, if f of x equal to 2x minus 1, g of x is equal to x plus 1 by 2, you have to show that f of g is equal to g of f, which is equal to x. Okay, so first we will find f of g and we will find g of f, and then we will show that both are equal to x. Okay, so first I'll take the left hand side f of g. I'll write this as f of g of x. So I'll have f of, what is your g function? X plus 1 by 2. So in f function, in place of x, you're going to substitute x plus 1 by 2. So 2 into x plus 1 by 2 minus 1. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. You'll be left out with x plus 1 minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. So you get x. So we have proved that f of g is equal to x. Now we need to prove that the right hand side g of f is also equal to x, right? So g of f of x I will consider now. So I'll write g of, what is your f function? 2x minus 1. So in g function, in place of x, I'm going to substitute 2x minus 1. So 2x minus 1 plus 1 divided by 2. Minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled. You'll be left out with 2x by 2. 2 and 2 will be get cancelled and you'll be left out with x. So therefore we have proved that f of g is equal to g of f is equal to x, and hence it is proved. Fourth sum, if f of x is equal to x square minus 1 and g of x is equal to x minus 2, you have to find a. The condition is already given to you that g of f of a is equal to 1. Okay, just like how we write g of f of x, it is another variable g of f of a. Okay, so first you need to find out g of f of a. Okay, so g of f of a is equal to 1 is given to us, right? Now this I will write it as g of f of a equal to 1. Okay, just I am writing the composition function. Now what are we going to do? Instead of f of x, we have a, right? So f function I will write here replacing x by a. Okay, so I'll write g of, usually we write the f of x function, right? But now in place of x we have a. So I'll write this as a square minus 1 is equal to 1. Now what is your g function? X minus 2. So in place of x you're going to replace it by a square minus 1. Clear? So here I'm going to write a square minus 1. Already there is one minus 2 equal to 1. So I'll have a square minus 1 minus 2, when you add you get minus 3 equal to 1. So we will take it to the take minus 3 to the right hand side. So I'll have 1 plus 3. So a square is equal to 4. When you take the square root, you get a is equal to plus or minus 2. Now the second subdivision, again you have to find the value of k. If f of k is equal to 2k minus 1 and f of k is equal to 5. Okay, the value is already given to us. So we have f of k is equal to 5, which is given. I'll write this as f of k. I'm just writing the composition function. Okay, now f of k function is already given to us. So f of 2k minus 1 is equal to 5. Okay, now again f of 2k minus 1, right? So in place of k I'm going to substitute 2k minus 1. So I will have 2 into 2k minus 1, and already there is one minus 1, this minus 1 equal to 5. Now multiply inside. So I will have 4k minus 2 minus 1 equal to 5. So when you add minus 2 and minus 1, you get minus 3 equal to 5. Take minus 3 to the right hand side. So you have 4k equal to 5 plus 3. 4k is equal to 8, which means k is equal to 8 by 4 and k is equal to 2. So this is how we find the k value. Now the fifth question, you have let a, b, c belong to natural numbers and a function f is from a to b, which is defined by f of x is equal to 2x plus 1. And you have another function g from b to c, which is defined by g of x is equal to x square. So you have two different functions from a to b and the other function is from b to c. And you have to find the range of f of g and g of f. Okay, so first we will start with f of g. I'll write this as f of g of x. Okay, so how do we write this? What is your g function? x square. Now in f function, in place of x you're going to substitute x square. So I'll have 2x square plus 1. Since it is the range, I will take it as the left hand side f of g as y. Okay, so we will have y is equal to 2x square plus 1. This is going to be our function, which is the range. Okay, so I'll write this as a range is equal to set of all y elements, right? Because you give values for x, you're going to get values for y. So set of all y such that y is equal to 2x square plus 1, and where x belongs to natural numbers, because all the sets a, B, C belongs to natural numbers. So every variable that you substitute here should also belong to natural numbers. Now take the second one, g of f. So g of f of x. Okay, so g of, what is your f of x function? 2x plus 1. Now in g function, wherever you have x, you're going to substitute 2x plus 1. So I'll write 2x plus 1 the whole square. When you expand in a plus b the whole square, I'll write a square as 2x the whole square. So I'll get 4x square, b square as 1 square plus 2ab, right? So 2 into 2x into 1, you will have 4x. Again I'll take this as y, which is the range. So we can write the range as the set of all y. We are writing y because each time you get values, substitute values for x, you're going to get corresponding values for y. So it is ultimately the y point that you get. So we take all y such that y is equal to this range, 4x square plus 1 plus 4x, again where x belongs to n. This is very important because you need to specifically write to which set it belongs. So with this we complete the fifth problem. Now the sixth problem, let f of x is equal to x square minus 1, and you have to find f of f, and the second subdivision you have to find f of f. Okay, so first we'll do the first subdivision. F of f, I can write it as f of x. Okay, so that is how I write the composition function. Now what is your f of x function? X square minus 1. Now f of x square minus 1, which means in f function, in place of x, you're going to replace it with x square minus 1. So I will have x square minus 1 the whole square and minus 1. Okay, now expand this in a minus b the whole square. So I will have a square will become x square the whole square, which is x power 4 plus 1 square minus 2ab, right? So 2 into x square, and already here we have 1 minus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. So I'll be left out with x power 4 minus 2x square. So this is the value of f of f. Now the second subdivision, f of f, right? So we'll write this as, because I already have the value of f of right in the previous step, right? So I will take one f outside the bracket and f of f inside the bracket. Okay, so I'll write this as f of your f of value from the previous subdivision. So I have x power 4 minus 2x square. Okay, now f of x power 4 minus 2x square means in f function, in place of x, you're going to substitute this value. Okay, so I'll have x power 4 minus 2x square the whole square minus 1. You can stop up to here. So this is the value of f of. Now the seventh problem, if f is a function from R to R and g is a function from R to R, your f of x function is given as x power 5 and g of x function is given as x power 4. You have to check whether f and g are 1 to 1, and also check that f of g is 1 to 1. Okay, f function, g function separately you have to check whether it is 1 to 1, and also you have to check f of g function is 1 to 1. Okay, so to check whether f is 1 to 1, I will take f of x is equal to f of y. This is how we prove 1 to 1, right? We take f of x equal to f of y and then we prove x equal to y. If x is equal to y, then it is 1 to 1. So f of x means I have to substitute x power 5. F of y means same function in terms of y. So I'll write it as y power 5. Now remember, whenever you have odd powers, the function is always 1 to 1, because suppose I take x value as -1, okay, I substitute in place of here, so -1 power 5 equal to -1 power 5. Negative in powers of odd, you will have negative number itself. Negative with positive power, it will become plus. Now negative with odd power, I will have minus itself, so -1 equal to -1. So when my value is -1, my image is -1. Suppose I take x equal to 1, then what will happen? I'll have 1 power 5 equal to 1 power 5, 1 equal to 1, right? So suppose you have like this, your x and your y, your -1 and your 1, the values input that you give. Your images are -1 and 1. So for -1, my image is -1. For 1, my image is 1 again. Suppose you take the odd power, this will not be the case. I'll explain why when we are doing the g function. Okay. Now to prove that g is 1 to 1. Okay. Again, what we have to do, g of x is equal to g of y. What is your g function? X power 4. G in terms of y, you will have y power 4. Now I told you, whenever you have odd power, it is 1 to 1. Whenever you have even power, it is not going to be 1 to 1. Therefore, it is not 1 to 1. Therefore, it is not 1 to 1. Okay. So how we are getting this means, take your x value as -1. Okay. So when I give -1, what will happen? I'll have -1 power 4 equal to -1 power 4. Now negative term with even power will become positive, right? So I'll have 1 equal to 1. X equal to 1 I give, I will have 1 power 4 equal to 1 power 4. Again I get 1 equal to 1. Okay. So imagine you have your x, you have your y. Your inputs are -1 and 1. Your output is 1 itself. So -1 is also having the image as 1. 1 is also having the image as 1, which shows that f is not 1 to 1. So this is how we conclude, whenever we have odd power, our f will always be 1 to 1. Whenever we have even power, our f is always not 1 to 1. Okay. Now what is the final part? We have to prove that f of g is 1 to 1, right? We have to check whether f of g is 1 to 1. So what I will do here, f of g we can write it as f of g of x, right? Now when we are proving 1 to 1, we take function of x equal to function of y. So I take the other side as f of g of y. Okay. Now how do you write your f of g of x? F of x power 4 equal to f of y power 4. F of x power 4 means in this x function you are going to substitute this x power 4, right? So x power 4 the whole power 5 equal to y power 4 the whole power 5. So you get x power 20 equal to y power 20. Again you have even power, therefore you conclude that f of g is not 1 to 1. For further comments and further queries, please comment below. Thank you.